Alright, figured to give you guys a little look at some of the stuff I've been doing workout-wise. I gotta tell you, today I didn't really want to do this. I could have used another hour's sleep, for sure. So I was a bit groggy, a bit tired, even though I got more sleep than normal. Went in for some blood work as I get monitored for cancer that Lord Christ has crushed twice over the past 8 years. So I always go for scans every 4 to 6 months, and I go in for blood work sometimes every 2 weeks, sometimes every month, making sure my liver issues are in check, which Lord Yeshua has crushed. Healthier than ever, stronger than ever. Feel amazing, but I didn't want to do this today. I was tired. I just went in for the blood work, feeling just a touch nauseous, feeling like I just want to rest, chill out, not do this today. And when I work out, it's not just a workout, right? It's not just this routine. When I lift, when I do resistance training, when I walk with the kettlebells, all of this I'm doing to get in touch, to receive the transmission, to have a conversation with Christ, to tap into that signal, to have those epiphanies, to have those revelations. So there's a lot at stake on a daily basis for me. It's not just about getting the workout in. It's way more than that. It's about coming out here, tapping in, and making sure my heart and my soul has that daily walk with Christ, that daily talk with Christ that revitalizes me, that strengthens me. And then after that, after the workout, after that session with Christ, those conversations, those epiphanies, those revelations hit me. And then I spend a little time and I focus on Christ healing me with his loving energy, healing my liver, healing my kidney, filling my liver with his healing energy, his healing strength, filling my lungs with his healing strength, filling my spine with his healing energy, filling my diaphragm with his healing energy, filling my abdomen with his healing energy, filling my bones with his healing energy, filling my blood, my lymph system, my circulatory system, my respiratory system, my cardiovascular system with his healing strength, his healing radiance, his healing brilliance, his healing energy, his healing love. So this is an experience for me. I'm also, if I'm bringing in on the whole program here, I'm envisioning him with this beautiful, loving, healing, glowing, strengthening, brilliant, beaming, trillion suns worth of energy and light, power, filling up my blood vessels, my capillaries, my veins, my arteries, healing all of it, keeping all of it strong, keeping all of it, my rib cage, my lung, all the elements that make me up, all my cells, my molecules, every fiber of my being. And this is what I talk through. I say this out loud here in this field where I have this peace. I could say it out loud. I could say, Lord Christ, thank you for flooding, not filling, not infusing, not permeating, not engulfing, flooding all of my cells, all of my molecules, every fiber of my being with your healing strength, your healing love, your healing energy, your living water. It floods and floods and floods every cell, every molecule, every fiber of my being with your healing love, your healing energy, your living water, and it keeps every fiber of my being, every cell, every molecule that makes me up, strong, robust, clean, and healthy. And Lord Christ, your healing energy, your healing love, your living water, which floods and floods and floods every cell in my body, every fiber of my being, every molecule that makes me up. It keeps me cancer free. And I say this about all of these, the different organs within my body, the cells within my body, the blood within my body, the different systems that make me up. I go through all of this. Maybe that takes about 10 minutes. That's after I do the workout. That's after I have the conversations with Christ. That's after I pray. It's after I rip my heart open, rip my soul open, and expose myself for all my fallibility, all my mistakes, all my imperfections, all the evil and sin that I've done, confessing it all to Christ every single day, feeling the pain of what I've done so that I can receive His healing love, receive His healing energy, praying then on how grateful I am for what I have, because I have so much. And for all of you that think you have less than you should have, you have more than you know. And then just dialing in and receiving those epiphanies, receiving those revelations, receiving the knowledge, the blueprint, the instructions, they hit me like a thunderbolt sometimes. After going through that and the workout, then coming and doing this healing routine with Christ. This makes up my morning, this makes up my day, this gets my day started in the right way, but it takes energy, my people. It takes energy. It takes a lot. It takes everything I have in the moment. And so on a day like today, I'm not Superman. I'm not always motivated, inspired, excited, full of energy and love and brilliance and radiance. And no, there are some days where I feel like today where I just want to chill. I just want to relax. I didn't want to have to go. I didn't want to have to muster the energy necessary to put myself through this experience, but I did it anyway. What brought me to do it anyway? It's a mixture of things. It could be, so sometimes I'm just, most of the time, I'm just motivated to make it happen. I feel the hunger, I feel the power, the strength, the ambition, the fervor, I feel motivated, inspired, pushed to make it all happen. Christ's energy is flooding me, and I'm in it, I'm doing it. But days like today, it's a mix of things. It could be fear, it could be guilt, it could be shame, it could be sorrow, it could be despair, it could be depression, it could be pain, it could be psychic pain, it could be insecurities, it could be feeling sorry for myself. It could be a mixed bag of emotions that will get me here, because I know the only way to not feel that way is to get here and do this and have my conversation with Christ, and then come here and have this message with you and show you now what I'm made of, show you now what I feel, show you now how elevated I am. So it was all worth it. It was all worth it. And I give you terms like fear and sorrow and depression and psychic pain and all those things because I know that that's a driver as well, because that's how I'll feel if I don't make this happen today. That's how I'll feel if I don't have that moment where I tap into the eternal broadcast, powered by 50,000 watts of Christ's energy. I know if I don't tap into that signal, if I don't receive the transmission, if I don't go through the workout, if I don't go through my healing process, where Christ is filling me up with that radiant trillion suns worth of healing power. I know if I don't do all that, I can only imagine what I would feel like, because there hasn't been a moment where I haven't done that in all of these years. So I only know that I can't let myself down. I can't let Christ down. I can't let my people down. I can't let my loved ones down. I have to go through this crucible. Even if I don't want to, even when I don't want to. It's easy to do when you're motivated. But what about when you're not? Yeah, all these other emotions are going to come into play. And the negative can force a positive, because I just know I put all of those consequences out in front of me. And it's not even much of I don't even have to think about it much. Here's the crazy thing. It's not like I'm battling in my mind whether to do this or not. I'm doing it anyway. So let's lay it on the line. This is happening no matter what. I'm getting here. I'm doing this no matter what. This workout's happening. My ritual, the connecting with Christ, the transmission, receiving the epiphanies, praying, getting on my knees, admitting my sins, praying on how grateful I am, contemplating, ruminating, meditating on all that he has to show me, the workout, the pain of the workout, the resistance of the workout, the positive pain, the positive pressure, the healing ritual, all of this, it's happening no matter what. I know it's happening. I'm not battling in my mind where I have to say to myself, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? Should I have a day's worth of rest? I deserve a day's worth of rest. I owe it to myself to have a day's worth of rest. None of that's happening. This is like fait accompli. This is in the bag, it's in the can, it's a done deal no matter what. Doesn't mean I want to do it today. But now that I did it, man, I feel good. Man, I feel strong. I feel in love with life. I feel in love with God. I feel grateful. I feel empowered. So use all of your emotions. Use all of what Christ has in store for you. Use all of the negativity even the negativity that this world can throw at you can be a fantastic energy source, a fantastic driver if you channel it in the right way. There's no need for you to let it tear you down, break you down, and smash you into the floor and through the floor into the darkest, deepest hole that you can imagine. There's no need to let it do that. It could actually propel you. It could actually fill you with gasoline, fill you with fuel and fire to make great things happen. The positive stuff is easy. You're floating. You're floating on that stuff. Man, the positive energy, the positive power, God's healing love and energy. Look, there are going to be moments where you're not feeling it. But when you are, you're floating. You're flying. But there are times where you're just a human and where you're grinding and where the daily treadmill of life, the hamster wheel, the daily grind, the humdrum motions of life, it's not always going to be sexy, sizzling, and full of roses and rainbows. And it's not going to be filled with all sorts of love and energy. No, there's going to be times where it's full of pain and fury. There's lots of demonic energy in this world, psychic vampires, negative influencers, haters, detractors, corruptors, misleaders, deceivers. There's Lucifer, Satan. Don't let him tell you there's not. That's the father of lies. Greatest trick. What did they say in the Usual Suspects? What was his name? Kaiser Soze. What did he say? He said the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was to convince you he didn't exist. He's the father of lies. There is a Lucifer, Satan, devil, whatever you want to call him. There are demons in this world that will overtake you if you're not on guard, that will possess you, that will overcome you if you allow it. If you ask for that to come into your life, it's going to come into your life, and they won't want to let you go. So be on guard against it. Fill your soul with love. Fill yourself with positive energy. Fill your soul with Christ. Be born again. Be renewed. Wear the armor of God and become impervious to that. But that doesn't mean they're not going to throw their spears and their arrows and their weapons of spiritual warfare at you. They're gonna try to crack that armor. But that's okay. Bring it. Bring it! You can turn that negative you can turn that negative energy, you can turn all the hate and the pain that these psychic vampires and demons throw at you. And you could take all of that energy, and when it hits you, your reaction from that hit can be so powerful. And so you can use that to propel yourself forward, because you won't let them bring you down. You use that to ensure they don't bring you down. You use that to ensure that you rise higher than they are. You use that to ensure that you will never be rendered asunder by their hatred, by their sorrow, by their despair, by their depression, by their evil, by their sin. So we can use all of this. All that this evil world has to throw out, all that this evil world has to throw at us, and all the love, all the good stuff that Christ brings to his people, and that you also connect with. You can bring it to bear to make your life better, to make the lives around you better, to make your people better, to make yourself stronger, then through you as an example to your people. what they can do with their lives, how they can turn their lives around, how they can overcome any health crisis, any financial crisis, any relationship crisis, any crisis of faith. Cancer, crushed it twice. Over 8 years, stronger than ever. Liver issues, crushed twice. Christ has been good to me. He fills me with his healing love. All of those things, addictions, alcohol, drugs, gone, smashed, destroyed, none of it can take me down. And then on days where you don't want to do this and you do it and you feel like this, you feel even more incredible than you would have were you soaring and floating on all that positive energy. You feel even stronger doing it on the days you don't want to. And then your people see you as an example, so that if they're in a dark place, if they're in a hopeless place, if they're in a place where they think there's no way out, they see that you too were there where they once were, and that if you're feeling this way, then they can tap into the signal, that they can be filled with Christ's energy, that they can feel the love and the healing. And so, come what may, this happens every single day without fail. Every single day without fail. And if you can't do it with your body because you're injured or you're ill, no problem. Do it with your mind. And if your mind needs help, do it with your spirit. Nothing will stop you. Nothing can stop us. Nothing can get in our way. There are no barriers we cannot crack through. There are no walls we cannot smash through. There is nothing that can hold us back as we carry the banner for our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And we march stronger than ever, faster than ever, more healed than ever, carrying his banner, carrying the cross, as we speed headlong, unconquerable and undefeatable, to kingdom come.